Hi everybody, I am Dr. Carol Hoekstra. I am a board certified Doctor of Naturopath here at My Natural Doctor. And I want to thank you for coming today to our class, our introductory class, also known as the clinic orientation. It takes about 30 minutes or so to kind of go over and give you a real solid foundation, like an education of what My Natural Doctor does. How we do it, why we do it, is it a great match for you, can you afford it, do you see yourself doing it, and everything else that goes into it. Okay? It's important to have you exposed to the philosophy and the principles behind what we do and how we do things here at My Natural Doctor, and also introduce you to what I believe is the most important thing, which is why we do this. I got started in natural health care for two reasons. One was because my mom was sick and suffering most of the time when I grew up, and the doctors never found a cure for her. And then I became very ill about the same age that she had displayed the same health complications, and I was scared to go down that path. So it was about 25 years ago that I was given 2 weeks to live by one medical specialist and 6 months by another medical specialist. And my general practitioner looked at all the test results and said, well, you're so stubborn, I give you a year. I just looked at her and I said, well, I don't plan to die at all. And to which she laughed and she said, well, then you'll have to go find a doctor of naturopath because they get to the root of the issue and maybe you'll have a chance to live. I couldn't even pronounce what kind of doctor that was. But I did find one, and she told me the body took some time getting sick, so it was going to take some time getting better. And that the body accumulates layers of toxins and imbalances and deficiencies. And it will take time to remove the toxins, restore correct functions by giving the body what it needs. So she showed me this chart here, the 6 phases of homotoxicology, the ways that we get sick, and then ways to get well, or at least improve the quality of life. She also showed me this, and that the body has patterns, health patterns. The health returns in cycles, okay? So like our health declines and all of a sudden we start taking supplements that are specific to our situation, and our health can improve. It's different for everyone, and here we individualize everything, your own protocol. The other important thing is to know that it generally takes 1 to 3 months of corrective therapies for every 1 year that the body has been out of balance. So when I heard that, I had hope. And we are here to give that hope to you. It seems that modern medicine really doesn't do a great job with chronic illness. Emergency medicine, they're number 1 in the country, in the world here, hands down. No one disputes that. You get in an accident or you're really sick, where are you going to go? You're going to go to the emergency room. Modern medicine isn't very good at helping you restore actual function and restore your health. It uses the same procedures that are used in emergency situations. Drug and scalpels to deal with chronic situations. When you try to use those 2 tools for chronic illness, it's a miserable failure. And obviously, if you were thrilled with the results you were getting with modern medicine, you wouldn't be here right now. So when it comes to emergency medical care, go for it. But beyond that, look at natural first. Original medicine, original remedies, original care, not modern care. And we've got to get our terminology straight, I think. That's one of the pieces of education I hope you walk away with from this experience, really understanding modern medicine is just that. It's modern. It's not traditional. It's not conventional. It's not historically proven valid. It's modern. It's a pharmaceutically driven model of chronic illness care, and it cares for the illness, not the person. Most people in this country are very misguided, misinformed, and misled about what true health is. So we hope to, in the next 30 minutes or so, really help open your eyes, bring about some aha moments about what is possible for you when you take control and responsibility for your health, with a good guide. Now there's a foundation of principles that you need to be aware of, agree with, see the value in, and be willing to use as you begin this journey in natural health. Because most of you watch this video or come to classes have heard many different pieces of the information that I share. Some of you have heard lots of it. For some of you, this is brand new. It's a brand new way of thinking. It's a brand new way of looking at things because most people nowadays have never been taught this, that we can actually take responsibility and control a lot of influence over our health and how our body performs. And now I'd like to introduce you to Kirsten, and she is a health coach and a very important part of the program here, and you're really going to enjoy her.
Hi, I'm Kirsten, and I'm an integrative nutrition health coach here at My Natural Doctor, and I am here to talk to you about the 5 key principles we use for our Country Doctor program. We want you to understand and see if you are a good fit for us and if we are a good fit for you. That's what this whole video is about, to explore and see if we fit. So with that being said, the first key principle is process. This is a process. This is an investment of time. It takes 3 to 6 months to get stable and 1 to 3 years to get well. There's no way around it. We are erasing years of stress on the body, from lifestyle to diet, smoking, drinking, even your environment can cause problems. It's a marathon, not a sprint. How we do that is we look at what is absent and what is present in the body. We want to see what is missing from the body, like amino acids or vitamins. And then we want to see what is present in the body that shouldn't be there, like heavy metals, food sensitivities, immunity issues. Modern medicine gives you a script for your symptoms. You go to the doctor and with a headache, a migraine, sleep problems, they give you a script for that symptom. What we do is we look at what your lifestyle and diet and how that is influencing your body's way of function or lack thereof. And how we do that is number 3. We look at where the stress is, what is causing the stress, and how to clear the stress. Without a solid answer from these, we don't have a viable solution. Disease management is not health care. Disease management is not health restoration. Disease management is not improvement. And we want to improve the body. We want to restore the body to its natural way. And how we do that is we look at your blueprint. And that is number 4. Your body's blueprint. What is your blueprint? It's our nervous system. Everybody has one. We can find out where the stress is from our nervous system. And we do that in a non-invasive, non-toxic, and non-habit forming way. But we have to do it, which that leads us to number 5. We have to do it in the right order with the right thing, the right amount of that thing in the right amount of time. When you understand these and integrate them into your way of thinking, you can influence your body's way of healing. You can start taking control of your health. And when you realize that, it becomes such a great experience. And this is how we educate you. We set this foundation to figure out if we are a right match for each other. Because this is a process. This is valuable. Your time is valuable and our time is valuable. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Hoekstra, and today we will be going over what to expect when you first come in through the door, as well as what the first visit entails, and then how we do things and operate here at My Natural Doctor. So your first visit, will require about 15-20 minutes worth of paperwork and one of the most key papers that needs to be filled out is our 2-page case history. And the 2-page case history gives us details of what you have had done to you in the name of health management, as well as what you have allowed others to do to you for health management. With this information, it gives us a plan of action to investigate what might be going on specifically with your body. And from the clinic experience that we have had here, we know that a solid case history leads to positive outcomes for all our clients. Now, during the initial evaluation, we are going to employ the use of what we call NK, and I'm about to share with you what that is. NK stands for nutritional kinesiology. And nutritional kinesiology is a combination of multiple techniques that we have studied under and learned, such as muscle testing, applied kinesiology, and muscle response resistant testing, as well as nutritional response testing. NK stands for nutritional kinesiology because we are using applied kinesiology to address the nutritional needs for your body. With this specific exam, we can find out where's the stress, what causes the stress, and how do we clear it, so you can lead a more optimal and fulfilling life. And the nutritional kinesiology exam itself is about as accurate as a polygraph test. So what this allows us to do, and even in the process of clearing it, right, we need to work with the right order, duration, in order to achieve optimal results for your body. And it bears mentioning that we are not doing things to you, we are doing things with you, in the same method that your body wants things done to restore function and achieve optimal results. So let's say we have a client come in. Her name's Shirley. Shirley is getting tested for the nutritional kinesiology. Now, what we are looking at for her in particular is how are her kidneys doing. She's having kidney problems, it looks like. So we use the nutritional kinesiology in the muscle testing to find a weakness in the body, and we know medically our kidneys are responsible for balancing mineral absorption, eliminating waste products, and regulating our water intake. And so if there's a deficiency here in the kidneys, we need to take care of that now before it gets progressively worse. And so there are 18 things that we are taught here at the clinic that can get in the way of your body performing to its optimal levels. Today I'm sharing with you just 5 of these things. So we're going to do this real quick. Number 1, the food intake. What do I mean by this? Well, we can responsibly say that a lot of us do not eat healthy, and at times that can be myself. But we need to look at the what we are eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Are we getting the proper amount of nutrition? Are we getting the proper amount of hydration for our levels for cellular regeneration? And so, for example, you might go to see an allergen testing and you're looking for your allergies, right? You want to know, am I allergic to, let's say, oats, wheat, corn, gluten, barley? And they might tell you that you don't have the antibodies being produced to have an allergic reaction, but what we do have is a food sensitivity. Not the same as an allergy, but a food sensitivity that we can pinpoint. And you will still feel as horrible and display physical symptoms just as much as you would if you actually tested positive for those allergies. And so that's another thing that we can do. And I do want to mention, we do not diagnose, treat, or cure any illnesses. Modern medicine has been taking care of those things for the last 130, 140 years. What we believe in here at My Natural Doctor is called traditional care. And traditional care states, our job is to begin the process of removing the things that shouldn't be there for you, adding back the things that should in a very non-toxic, non-reactive, non-habit forming way that has zero side effects. Number 2 is our immune system. If we have a low immune system, that's a weakness perpetuating as a chronic, non-resolving, recurrent infection that modern medicine can't help us get over. And it could be bacterial, it could be viral, it could be parasitic by nature. It doesn't matter because those are strictly the symptoms. Just like modern medicine, that they deal with the symptoms of the problem. With traditional care, we believe that if you have a weakened immune system and you're having issues with your kidneys as a result of the weakened immune system, right? So then what we do is we boost your immune system. We find a nutritional supplement or something that's lacking in the diet that needs to be elevated in order for your immune system to be able to be strengthened and to fight off these issues. So the goal here is to build your immune system back up so again your body can perform optimally with zero issues in a healthy, fully functional manner. Number 3 and 4 go hand in hand, and that is our chemicals. This can be environmental pollutants as well as metals. Could be heavy metals, could be a number of different things. And so what I want to share with you today is one of the leading causes, according to the EPA, for deaths, specifically in the US, is cardiovascular disease. Now, they have suspected and conducted studies that show a PM that is at 2.5 can lead to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. And PM stands for particulate matter. This can be dust, debris, chemicals, again, environmental pollutants. And so that's a big cause for concern. And a lot of us don't realize it, but our bodies were not made to be overwhelmed with chemicals. I can walk down an aisle right now, if I walk in the grocery store, and I'm looking, let's say I'm at Meijer, I'm looking at the grocery store, I'm going down the aisles, and I take a look, and I see all these cereal boxes. Well, just as many cereal boxes as there are in the store, I would hypothesize that there's that many environmental pollutants and chemicals rolling around that are toxic not only to our bodies but to the environment that we live in, that we breathe in. And what we have to realize here is that our bodies were meant to detoxify themselves by natural design. But lately our bodies have been getting overwhelmed. Number 5, scars. And scars will be introduced to you by Dr. Carol because she has a wonderful story that she will be sharing.
And number 5 is scars, topical scars on the body. Neuroscience and neurosurgeons, by the way, have been aware of this for decades. And their remedy for scar tissues, adhesions below the surface, is to either go and cut out more, which creates the cycle of more adhesions, or they'll get a syringe and a needle and fill it with lidocaine or procaine, and they'll inject it into the scar, and that's what they use to shut it down. Now, scars are one of the top 5 interference factors that will interfere with your body's ability to perform. And when we find this, it's just as important as food. It's just as important as the immune system. These 5 are all equal. Now, most people, when they get here, have one or more of those scars. And that's why they can't get well. Their approach is not addressing these things for them. So we address them. I'd like to give one example of scars. There's many, but I'll give one. So one woman was having issues with her liver. Okay, couldn't get the liver to calm down. And it's winter, so she wore long sleeves. So finally I said, well, do you have any scars anywhere? Oh yeah, I got some scars here on my arm. And and that happened to be an area that was affecting the liver. So we started putting stuff on the scar every day, twice a day for a month, and it helped to improve the liver function. Typically it takes anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks to get rid of scars depending on how deep they are. C-section scars are another one. Scars are really important. to address, because it does interfere with the body's ability to heal itself.
So that was our protocol for the first visit. Now I will be showing you what to expect when you come back to our clinic and see our beautiful happy faces on the second visit. So your second visit, what we call it, is a POC. And the POC stands for Program of Care. So our program of care is essentially it's like a packet. It's about 4.5 pages. And what it does is it educates you as to the process of how long we monitor your case, how long it could take, duration, and what your investment of time and money will cost up front. Because we don't like to give you hidden fees, we like to just tell you, here it is, feel free to choose. How long it could take, as well as what your investment of time and money might be. So all of that, you know up front what this program entails and what to expect from each of us. So the first stage is our fine tuning. The fine tuning phase is going to be once a week for 4 to 6 weeks. And the visit is a full 15. Now, people get confused, right? Because they think 15 minutes is not a lot of time to get anything done. But the beauty of the nutritional kinesiology is 15 minutes is all we need to check these areas that there could be a deficiency in and to find what strengthens them, as well as, while we're doing that, answering any questions that you might have while we are working. It's max efficiency for both you and us, and we want to provide you full care, and we can do that within 15 minutes. The next phase is the healing and observation phase. Now the healing and observation phase is we start seeing some improvements, right? And with the improvements, you come in once every couple weeks. So rather than coming once a week like you were doing for 4 to 6 weeks, or however many months. And so what we want to see here in the fine-tuning phase is 50% or more improvement during this first trial, essentially. And this is the most advanced patient care that we have that gives you the best bang for your buck. If you want to look for value, this is the way to go for the fine-tuning phase with these 15-minute visits, and you're seeing us once a week for 4 to 6 weeks. First and foremost, we are going to have you provide a food log to us when you get here. And I know that there's a negative connotation because people think, oh my, a food log, and I'm going to a nutritional clinic. What could possibly conspire from that? You know, they're going to tell me, Richard, stop laying off the potato chips. Shirley, stop eating ice cream every 2 hours before you go to bed. That's not what we're here for. Specifically the perspective that we have when it comes to food logs, because we are here to help our clients. We're not here to judge or ridicule in any way, shape, or form. We view food logs as a way to determine not what you are doing that you shouldn't, but to identify what you should be doing and are not. What could be missing in your diet? How do we improve the quality of your own health? So this is step 1. Step 2, if you graduate to the healing and observation phase, again, we see you once every couple weeks. We are looking generally for 75% improvement or more in that particular area. And what this applies to is, are you reading the educational materials? Are you trying to add quality to your life by learning more about holistic health? How are your food logs looking? Are your food logs on point? Are you developing new disciplines, new aspects of your life that you didn't have before that you now have just in this period? And so that's how we determine within the healing and observation phase where we think you are at in the program. This also entails 3 visits. So the first was the visit of full 15 minutes. Now we have 3 visits. 75% or more, as I said. and it gradually goes up. And the beauty of this is that when we test for the fine-tuning, each time we do it, we can look and test for new stressors, new layers of stress that are being added to the body, so we can make your body perform optimally and as it should. And that's our healing and observation phase. Now we go to the maintenance phase. And now what that entails is we have a visit every 4 weeks, 6 weeks, visit every 8 weeks, and a visit. And the largest we'll go is 12 weeks. By this time, just like the others, we went from 50% in the fine-tuning phase, 75% into the healing and observation phase, and now we're at a full 90%. Let me emphasize that here. Or greater. This means that you developed a full discipline or nearly full discipline of what you should and shouldn't be doing when it comes to health, diet, nutrition, and maybe even exercise or other holistic topics that you're interested in. And the beautiful thing about this maintenance phase here, right, and part of this program, is that we do a free visit on your birthday and your annual. And your annual is your anniversary date, or the date that you first start this program with us. Roll around another year, and we're back into it. You get a free visit on us, and that also shows that we are just as invested in your health as you are invested in your own. So we see here that the 3 to 6 month phase, when we move on to the maintenance phase, we're now looking at 1 to 3 years to a total restoration for your health, for you to optimally function, for you to be able to do whatever you want when it comes to your exercise, eating right. The disciplines that you didn't have before are but a thing in the past when we reach this phase. And that's our hope for you. Not only to educate the community into holistic health, but to create the best version of yourself as possible and to lead you into the manner of how to take action in those steps. And for those of you who are ready to they're just itching, right, to get into this program. You're pumped, you're self-prepared, you're ready to make a change that is going to impact your entire life. And you're going to restructure your immune system. You're going to take care of yourself both mentally, physically, every aspect of your life. And this is what you want to do, and you want to correct those issues that have long plagued you. Now you're ready for the services. So our services are as follows. It's $45 for an adult 18 and up. $35 for our men and women in blue and first responders. This also includes those in the HA or healing arts, fellow practitioners. $30 is your kids discount. So as you can see here, we've structured it so you can pay per visit, or we can have additional nutritional therapy that could cost anywhere from another $60 to $120. And that really just depends on what all you need, the duration, if there's any additional help, what kind of services that are required. And so the next step after watching this video is you're going to fill out the information that we gave you in the packet, right? That folder that has your case history, the waivers, all that good stuff. And our hope for you is to meet with you as soon as possible, as well as if you have any questions after watching this video, feel free to reach out to any of us here. We look forward to meeting you. Dr. Carol, Kirsten, and I look forward to meeting you, as well as Melissa. And we can't wait to see you and help you grow in your journey to natural health. Have a blessed day.